Trump has just done such a masterful job of making himself out to be a victim. You talked a little bit about that on your intro, that these criminal investigations and this civil investigation in New York that's going on today is actually helping him politically. He has successfully made himself out to be the victim of a weaponized government. That's a message that's resonating with people well beyond whatever I expected. He's doing better now with the minority communities, the African-American community, the Hispanic community, than he was doing 6 months ago. And I think it's that victimization thing that he's been able to sell. So again, the man has more than 9 lives, and I'm not going to be quick to predict his end at this point.
Well, and Mick, I'm not sure you're exactly wrong about what you first said about it helping him financially, because he has been able to fundraise off of that. And arguably a lot of that's going right to those legal bills, as we've seen him in court now. And he's going to spend a lot more time in court, or at least his lawyers will, over the course of the next year. As we talk, though, about the former president and all the investigations and charges that he is facing, to bring this back to Congress, there's, of course, a separate investigation happening into President Biden in the House, an impeachment inquiry. Do you think that that could be damaging for Republicans in 2024 if they go ahead with it? Mike Johnson has said he doesn't want to predetermine any outcome, but it does seem like generally he's supportive. And we all saw last week when there was a bunch of Republican members on Sean Hannity's show, everybody put their hand up when they said, yeah, we think we're going to impeach Biden.
Yeah, I can see it both ways. Let me make the case real quickly for both sides of that equation. It's bad for Republicans. It's bad for Republicans because people are tired of this. They now perceive impeachments to be political show trials. You know, Donald Trump had 2, could have had 7. If he gets elected again, he's going to have 50, right? It's become a running joke with some voters. And if the Republicans run the risk of alienating those folks who would typically be swing voters, that could hurt them. The flip side is, could it hurt Biden? I think it could hurt Biden in this way. If there's evidence, these 2 checks don't help Biden. And what it does, combined with his entire experience with his son Hunter, is part of his sales pitch. Part of what he was offering in 2020 was vote for normalcy. Bring back, normal government. Bring back a president who looks like a president, not like a clown. Bring back somebody who's got some stability in his life. Vote for me. And if his son is running around and this money comes back to him in some fashion, it sounds like he might have already made some mistakes about, where's the money? Show me the money. Or I had a Chinese firewall up between me and my son. Those seem to be breaking down. Some swing voters might look at this and go, everybody's corrupt. There are no normal people in politics anymore. And that sense of dejection, I think, hurts Joe Biden more than it does Donald Trump.
So let's go back to this debate on Wednesday night for just a minute, Mick. Why are we listening? If everyone is so certain as you are in the Republican Party that Donald Trump is the nominee, why are we doing this? And why has the RNC agreed to 4 more debates with the not Trump candidates?
Yeah, there are a couple different answers, because there's a couple different constituencies in the answer. Keep in mind that the crowd did get dramatically smaller. The audience got smaller from the first one to the second one. So more and more American people are asking the same question. Still, this is a Republican primary, and the RNC is sort of doing what it knows how to do, which is, it's a primary season. We have to have debates. If we don't have debates, it looks like we're favoring Trump, and we can't do that. Even though he's the former president, he's not an incumbent. So we're trying to play it straight down the middle with all of these folks. And there's legitimate candidates. I mean, Ron DeSantis is a legitimate presidential candidate. Everybody up there, well, I mean, Larry Elder wasn't, but I mean, most of everybody who's going to be on the stage on Wednesday night is a legitimate presidential contender, and the RNC has got to treat it that way. There's also a good bit of money to be made here. I think the parties make a good bit of dough off of the debates, from the sponsorships and so forth. So there is a money-making operation. But at the end of the day, it's what they do. It's what they're set up to do. Is like, look, there's 7 people or whatever it is now running for president. Here they are. Go take a look at them. We'll put them in front of you on national television and let you decide. It's what they're supposed to do. It's Trump that's actually, thrown this into chaos, which is nothing new, by not showing up.
Trump throwing something into chaos?
Yeah, I don't blame him for not showing up. I think it's the right decision in the primary. I think it may come back to haunt him when Joe Biden, assuming Biden's the Democrat nominee, has the ability then, with good reason, to say, oh, Donald, you didn't debate in the primary. I'm not debating you in the general. And Trump would be desperate for a debate head to head against Biden. Biden would be desperate for an excuse not to do one. And I think Trump may have given him that excuse.